because there's more than enough salt available to us in all the other ingredients.
Right. We also season the parsnip puree, or the parsnip puree.
The celery
with,
root. Yeah.
Excuse me, the celery root puree with some of the cooking which also had salt in it.
Right.
So it's like we don't want to go like too heavy on things. Things got to be the foil for the other.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we're going to go 2 of these skin side down right on top of this.
Okay. 1. I love duck too. You know, I think I think that like all the years I've been doing this show, I think this is the first time anyone's done duck with me on one of my shows. On one of my shows. Now Maria might have a different story to tell, but I love duck. I order duck at restaurants. You know, that's like if I see duck on the menu, I order it.
I do too. I love it. A lot of people have sort of weird relationships with duck.
They don't really know what it is. And to answer, it's red meat.
It's red meat. You can serve it medium.
Yes, absolutely. Even medium, slightly on the medium rare side too.
I wouldn't hate it if somebody said a medium rare piece of duck in front of me.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan. But I know that some people are squeamish, saying, well, it still is a fowl, and you know, cook it a little bit past medium rare. But I'm okay with it.
We're gonna bring this over just because
like
we're gonna need it.
Smelling so good already.
Right. So now.
And for anybody who hasn't cooked with duck, it's like duck fat in and of itself is just delicious.
Right. You can do potatoes in it. You can do all kinds of stuff. And what's happening here is the bacon is rendering out. That's got to come down a little bit. Yeah. The bacon is finishing rendering and it's finishing cooking. The duck fat is rendering out of the skin. You're going to get a nice crispy skin, and the bacon is adhering to the duck skin.
Yeah.
And you'll get a nice little crust on here when it's done.
Nice.
So,
nice. And not an overly expensive meat. I mean,
it's really not. You can get it in any of the nicer grocery stores. I need just another second. You can get it in any of the nicer grocery stores. We're going to go on that.
Okay.
And we're not worried about this at all.
Okay.
Probably could have started it off a little bit slower. And now that we have it turned over, now's where the real fun begins on this dish. I'm actually going to set these aside.
Okay.
Because I need to pull all of this
out.
My duck fat, my rendered bacon, everything that's going to set aside. These go back in.
To continue cooking.
And here's where the magic happens. We're going to throw into this.
I got it.
Back over there. We're going to throw a sprig of fresh thyme. We're going to throw in a split vanilla bean.
Nice.
We're going to throw in 2 cloves of smashed garlic. Whack those with your hand to the side of a knife.
Absolutely. And I don't want to. Let's do it. There we go. There's one.
Toss it right in.
And there we go. Good enough. All right.
Couple knobs of butter.
And what you're doing here is a classic French technique.
And we're going to load it up with honey. Now, honey is an invert sugar.
Right.
What that means is that if you heat it up, it's going to go into a candy stage on you.
Right, meaning like kind of almost get like a little hard crackle.
Hard crackle, exactly.
Right.
So this honey is heating up. We're just coating the duck. You can smell that vanilla bean hitting that thyme and the butter and the garlic.
Oh man, it smells great.
It's unbelievable.
And this technique that you're doing here of basically ladling this butter and honey mixture is something that you see a lot in French cooking with steaks. You see it with fish.
Exactly.
I do it with burgers.
Right.
And you know, you don't need to do it with honey. It's just butter at that.
With butter or with anything else that you want, flavors you want to impart.
Right.
Into your food.
Right. Really, really good. You can see it. It's starting to thicken up and just like kind of
and bubble up
and coat and hold on to the duck breast is holding on to that sauce. That looks great.
And if we do this right, like a well-made creme brulee, this duck breast is going to develop a hard candy shell. It's going to crack when we cut into it.
Nice.
And that is going to be something to behold. You know, that garlic is starting to get aromatic. The thyme is getting aromatic. And I love adding that vanilla bean. It just makes my day.
And then and on a dish like this, it's going to be one of those flavors that people won't be able to like put their finger on. What is that? You know?
Why did you go with vanilla? Well, try it.
I don't even know if they'll be able to put their finger on it if you didn't tell them. They'd be like, I don't know, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's just, it's one of those things that kind of comes in under the radar on this dish. And what I like about this, you know, duck is something it's fairly rich tasting, the meat. And now here we've added bacon to it. But what we've got is we've got this sweetness. And I know you're going to finish this off with a sauce too, correct?
The sauce we're using, and that's why I used that bacon and duck, the bacon fat and the remainder of the bacon. We're going to add some pork to that and some blackberries and a little bit of butter. We're just going to whiz it up. And we're going to end up with a beautiful, see, it's caramelizing.
Yeah.
Just like as if this was a pan full of sugar.
Right.
You're getting that beautiful caramelization. It's hitting temp.
Right.
And you can smell the sugar caramelizing.
Yeah.
You can smell that honey caramelizing. As you do
so
this,
good.
all the flavors are now coming together. And you're now, at this point, you're just layering layer after layer of candy stage honey onto this duck breast. One word of caution, please do not lick this spoon.
Oh, this is like napalm at this point.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's well over 350 degrees at this point.
Don't lick the spoon and try not to like get any of it on you.
Right.
Oh, it looks delicious. What a beautiful looking piece of protein that is.
Okay, so we're going to set this aside.
Gorgeous.
Now,
can we move stuff out of the way?
We can move this,
you want to move this out of the way?
Completely away.
I think I can handle
Careful,
it for you.
it may be hot.
It's a little hot, but you know, I got some tough fingers, Dave. You know,
if I can have those tongs, we'll set this
between
aside.
cooking and jiu-jitsu, you have no fingertips left, right?
Never. Whatever sensation you did have is now
right.
in.
Ah, look at that. That's gorgeous.
And those are now
Beautiful.
just going to set up. They're just going to be shiny and beautiful.
Okay, well, they already are. They already are. But we really want to let them come down. We don't want to cut into them right away because it's red meat. It'll
let them rest.
Yeah.
So we're going to finish we're going to do our carrots while these rest. And
these are the carrots that we cooked off a little earlier, baby carrots that you split in half lengthwise.
Split in half
And
lengthwise.
I love that you kept the little green on there.
It's nice. I
like it too.
I like it. So we're going to, if you want to just heat this up, we're going to heat them up.
Actually, we can heat it up right here. This is the better burner to do it on. Here, right there, I got it. Right.
Yeah, just turn that up.
There you go. There you go.
We're going to go right in, just kind of rewarm them just for a second. And if you want to start getting that hot,
absolutely.
We're going to take the port.
Watch the flames coming off the side there, okay?
Port and blackberries.
Okay.
Throw it all in there.
All right. So that's with the bacon and the fat that you took off the pan.
Right.
Now you got port wine. And we don't have to go expensive port here, right?
No, not at all.
Okay, why don't you let me grab these blackberries and bring them over here. And then you can finish up these carrots.
Terrific.
All right.
So I'm just going to pull these carrots out of the carrot juice.
Okay.
Into the carrot glaze.
Okay.
If I get a little bit of juice in there, it's
not a problem, right?
Not a problem.
Okay. And that's just reduced carrot juice.
That's just reduced carrot juice.
And look what it does to it already. It makes it nice and shiny and pretty. Mm-hmm. But it's going to get even shinier because I see butter sitting here.
Because we're going to add some butter to this.
And that's one of the nice things about like finishing sauces with butter is that not only does it add that like depth and richness to it, but it makes it shiny.
And we have these beautiful carrot tops. I'm going to take some of these carrot tops.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to stem them, and I'm going to take 2 seconds. If you want to bring that celery root puree over.
Very nice. What a great way to use up some veg. Look at that.
Now this,
this is stuff that people would compost at best.
Right.
And you're going to actually throw it into the celery root puree. I like that idea.
Carrots and celery. It's a great combination.
Exactly, right? Beautiful.
Stir those in.
Oh, and it makes it look nice too.
Yeah, it adds a nice color and a
And what's
flavor.
nice about it too is because we're going on a white plate, and these kind of are a little bit almost off-white. It makes them stand out a little bit more.
Exactly. If you want to give me a nice stripe right down the middle of that.
All right, something like, and then
Hit it. Yep.
something like that. And we can
Beautiful.
put the breast right there.
Beautiful.
Ba-bing.
Now let's cut this one up.
Yeah, that's probably, look at that. Oh my God.
Unbelievable.
That's like duck bacon candy. Oh, hello.
And it's nice. It's a nice medium.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Juicy.
I'm gonna grab these carrots.
It's hot.
Okay.
And
Plate
we're gonna
that up.
go right across.
Oh yeah.
Across like that.
Some carrots. Give
And
me some
now-
of that sauce. I don't want to eat.
Yeah, just set it right there,
Okay.
and we're gonna go. Actually, if you wanna plate these carrots, I'll whiz that sauce.
I will. All right. And I'm sort of feeling something like this.
And all I'm doing is just pureeing these blackberries with the bacon and the pork.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, the color on that sauce is beautiful.
Beautiful.
Throw a little spoon of butter in there.
Yes, sir. Oops. She's a little, there we go. All right, I'm getting ready to eat. Sauce that bad boy, and I'm having at it. I can't wait any longer. Gorgeous. Look at that. Now that's a plate. That's a plate. All right. Nobody talk to me. Hold on a second here. That is fantastic.
You get a huge wow for a minimal amount of work. It's fresh, it's flavorful, it's seasonal, it's available. And people think that you just went to culinary school. They think you just spent 3 weeks
Dave,
in
that's
France.
awesome. That is awesome, man. All right. Well, I got to tell you something. Very impressive. Please make this at home. So good. So thank you for coming by, man.
Thank you.
Really,
for
really
having me.
appreciate it. This is fantastic. I'm Kirk Leins. This is Community Cooking. We'll catch you next time.
If you would like a copy of the recipe seen on this show, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to the Office of Cable and Community Relations, 3350 Civic Center Drive, Suite 200. That's in Torrance, California, 90503. Be sure to note the show number and the date you saw the show. And don't forget, you can find all the fresh ingredients used on today's show at the Farmers Market. Visit the one here in Torrance at Wilson Park. They're located at 2200 Crenshaw Boulevard. They're open every Tuesday and Saturday from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m., rain or shine. And if you'd like to be a guest on our show, give us a call at 310-618-5762 or email us at communitycooking@torranceca.gov.